sunny day, Fort Monroe, my Chieftain Indian motorcycle from 2018, a camera phone, and nice scenery. So this is what I do when I don't have anything else to do. I didn't notice the background noise when I was doing this. The microphone on the Session 5 GoPro is quite sensitive. I really didn't realise that. Anyway, here we are just outside Fort Monroe, where the moat is and the control tower for the shipping area. Just outside of Fort Monroe is Norfolk, which is a very large port, navy and commercial port. So that's why there's control towers here. It's the shipping lane. So as I'm finishing up here, I'm going to get back on my motorcycle, and I'm going to ride to the internal part of Fort Monroe to take some more pictures. So this is just a random part of the internal part of Fort Monroe. I'm not sure what this area was used for when it was active, but as you can see, there are buildings, old buildings and some new buildings. Looks like some storage area. I'm not 100% sure. They just look good. Inside the port there are some extremely old trees. I think the trees get so old because they are sheltered by the fortification walls, and they don't get blown over in the many hurricanes that come through here every year. We are actually waiting at the moment for Hurricane Dorian to move up the coast and give us a good bashing. But every few hours the forecast of Hurricane Dorian seems to change. In the years I've lived here in the area of Fort Monroe, Hampton, Virginia, southern Virginia, every year we have multiple hurricanes move through the area or threaten to move through the area. This is the area of the parade ground and barracks. I think these barracks were built quite late in Fort Monroe's service life. Due to the fact of their construction, they look like 1940s, 1950s, maybe 1960s construction. In America there's not much that's very old, but this is one of the oldest areas of the United States. So some more views of the barracks and my motorcycle, the Indian Chieftain, trying to get all artistic and things with the photographing, try and get some good shots. I really do need a better camera than just my phone. As I was leaving, I spotted this area of the barracks. Looked like the central administration building, and I thought I'd get a couple of shots of this. It looked quite good. You can see all the way through to the outside of the area. So, time to leave Port Monroe, go down downtown Hampton to the oldest brick-built church in this part of the USA. I do believe that it was first built in 16 something or other, but exactly when I'm not sure. Certainly before 1620, in the early years of the colony's life. I've moved to the area where the fencing is, and you can see the gravestone. So anybody from England would recognise this graveyard. This looks so much like somewhere in England. And I'm moving across the road. I am trying not to get run over. I'm holding up the traffic. I hold up about 3 or 4 cars in total. Very English looking scene. Some more photographs of the churchyard, the graveyard. And I'm crossing back across the road, and I'm going to put my phone away, and I am going to leave. While I was on Port Monroe, I stopped off at Firehouse Coffee and had me a cup of cappuccino, like I'm wont to do when I'm riding around the area of Port Monroe. Best coffee in Virginia, I think.